So, remind me again why you dragged me across the world to Australia. I swear, if you're gonna try and shove me in a kangaroo's pouch, I can tell you for absolute certain that I do fit, but I will not smile in any of the photos because fuck you and your Instagram, and how dare you try and put an amazing creature through that kind of animal abuse.
Calm down, Stylus. We're not here to humiliate you for social media. You do plenty of that on your own. We're here for recon.
Recon? What do you mean?
I need to reconnect with someone rather important to me, and she's made an agreement with me that I need to check on to make sure she's keeping her end of our bargain.
Okay. And you brought me along because...
I thought while I had my time with my intel, I'd leave you with Mason to do more research on vampires, to give you more inspiration on our lore and nature. I know you've been stuck in your productions lately, and Mason offered to be of assistance while we're here.
Wait, seriously? You brought me here to be babysat by Discount Lestat, just to listen to him ramble about the good old days and pray he tells me something useful for more audios?
In a way, you're more babysitting him. I need to make sure he's not being too obvious out here. He swears the Outback is the easiest place to hide, but I know a few other vampires that beg to differ.
Oh, hell no. Last time you had me watch him, I had to literally muzzle him to keep him from feeding off of dancers at Mardi Gras. And even risked my own neck when he took me as a replacement for fun. I still have the bruises to prove it.
Did I mention you'd be joining him on a Brumby roundup through the high country?
Well, would you look at that? He's calling me right now. Take your time with your intel. Absolutely no rush. Catch you later, Alejandro.
Pardon me, Wendy, but I'm afraid I've lost my shadow. Would you happen to have it? Hey there, Cassandra. How are you? Oh. Un momento, por favor. Someone feels different. Let me see. Turn. Ay, güey, qué bueno, mi cielito. Look at you. Aren't you glowing? Seems to me someone's been quite busy since our last meeting, huh? What's wrong? Querida, you have worry lines. What's going on? Okay, doing this the hard way then. Cut the bullshit, have a seat, and tell me what's muddling that productive brain of yours. I know what this accent does to you, which is why it's the best way to get you to talk. If you don't tell me, I'll keep using this accent for the remainder of our time together. And we both know your flustered, adorable brain would go into incredibly naughty places if we allow that. Well, if you won't tell me, then perhaps a small trip to Melbourne will change your mind, eh? Get some brekkie before we head off? Perhaps make a trip out to the high country and watch the Currawong and dingoes? Might even see some wild brumbies running about too. Buena, querida. Me gusta más. Now, tell me what's troubling you so much. The rain? I did notice it sprinkling earlier when I first arrived, but nothing too serious. Why? Ah, yes. I did hear about the flooding in Brisbane. Quite terrible, really. But it seems the Prime Minister has things well enough in hand. But why are you worrying about that? Brisbane is far away from here. The flooding there has no chance of reaching you here. You mean the river? Yeah, I passed it on the way here. What about it? I mean, it did seem higher than I've seen it in a long time, but even if it does overfill and flood, it shouldn't be too big of a worry. Your house is 2 stories high, and from what I can tell, It has a solid concrete foundation, so it's highly unlikely you'll be swept away. At most, I would see you getting maybe 3 or 4 inches of rain/flooding. Tops. How do I know? Well, for starters, the river is a good distance away from us right now, and you live more into the city than the suburbs, so the water has to go a long way through many obstacles before it could get here. All right. Shh. Calmate. Shh. It's all right, querida. It's all right. I'm here. Shh. I know you're scared. It's all right. La magia es el poder más necesario para quienes lo ejercen. I'd like to try something, if I may. Do you trust me? All right. Have a seat on the bed. Legs crossed, hands resting on your legs, palms up. No, not that way. Like Buddha. Sit like this. How do you say this position? Crisscross applesauce, right? That term is still used. Well, regardless. Sit like this. Hands resting on your knees, palms up, eyes closed. Good. Now I'm going to place a few things in your hands. When I do, I want you to wrap your fingers up in a loose fist around them and take a long, deep breath. Buena, querida. Now, continue taking deep breaths and listen. Placed inside your hands are amethyst and tiger's eye, and in front of you is a crystal of calcite. With the assistance of Earth's natural healers and a bit of my vampiric influence, we're going to clear your mind of your anxieties and fears and calm your spirit into a sense of security and protection. Deep breath in and release. Feel your energy pulsing within the crystals. Picture it flowing through your body, down your arms, through your fingertips. Now picture that energy forming into a ball around the crystals in your hands. The amethyst is lighter, while the tiger's eye is growing heavier. Allow your thoughts to follow and flow into the crystals. With every exhale, let the relaxing energy from the amethyst travel freely around you. Now, on each exhale, repeat after me. I am safe. I am protected. I am strong. I am powerful. Nothing will harm me. Good. One more time. Estoy segura. Estoy protegida. Soy fuerte. Soy poderosa. Nada me hará daño. Bueno. Now, we're almost done. For your last few minutes, I want you to relax your body 1 inch at a time, starting from the crown of your head down to your eyebrows, to your earlobes, to your throat, your shoulders, your shoulder blades, the middle of your back, your lumbar, your tailbone, your thighs, your calves, down to your ankles, all the way through your toes. All right. Now, remaining as you are, I want you to slowly open your eyes, continue breathing deep, and make mental notes of everything you feel. Can you feel the weight around the tiger's eye? The weightlessness of the amethyst? Can you sense the energy around each gemstone and the energy that surrounds you? Can you feel the stress and anxiety flowing out of your fingers into the crystals? Good. Now, with your eyes open, repeat the affirmations. I am safe. I am protected. I am strong. I am powerful. Nothing will harm me. Muy bien. How do you feel? That's understandable. You did just release quite a bit of pressure. The real question is, do you feel better? Even just a little bit? I'm relieved. I'm glad I was able to put Rael's teaching into practice. Rael is an old friend of mine, but that's a story for another time. You, my anxious little friend, now need to rest. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you about her another time. Fine. I'll make you a proposition then. If you can continue what I've just shown you, then I will tell you the story about the Virgin Island medium the next time I come to visit. As long as you hold up your end, I give you my word. All right, it's a pact then. I suppose I'll be off. Give your partners a sincere hello from me. And by the way, Cassandra, even though I may be far away, I'm always watching over you. Keep an eye out on your streams or on Instagram. You may just catch me. Adios, muchacha. Calm down, Stylus. We're not here to humiliate you for social media. You do plenty of that on your own. We're here for recon.
Recon? What do you mean?
I need to reconnect with someone rather than... I thought while I had my time with my intel, I'd leave you with Mason to do more research on vampires, to give you more inspiration on our lore and nature. I know you've been stuck in your productions. Shit. In a way, you're more babysitting him. Ay, güey. Qué bueno, mi cielito. Fuck. Your house is 2 stories high, and from what I can tell, it has a solid concrete foundation, so it's highly unlikely you'll be swept. How do I know? Well, for starters, the river is a good distance away from us right now, and you live more into the city than the suburbs, so the water has a... shit.
So, remind me again why you dragged me across the world to Australia? I swear, if you're gonna try and shove me in a kangaroo's pouch, I can tell you for absolute certain that I do fit. But I will not smile in any of the photos because fuck you and your Instagram, and how dare you try and put an amazing creature through that kind of animal abuse. And I fucking hated that. I need to do that again. God damn it. Okay.